Most PEMF mat reviews online are basically sales pitches. At Perfect PEMF, my goal is different. I want to help you cut through the marketing hype so you can make a smarter buying decision. I'm Larry Phelps, and to spend more time testing devices rather than filming videos, I use a digital avatar of myself for many of these reviews. In today's video, we're taking a close look at iMRS 2000 PEMF mat, covering the technology, performance, pros and cons, and whether it actually delivers real value for the price. Let's get into it. Alright, next up we have the iMRS 2000. Now this is another pretty well-known name in the PEMF world. The iMRS system comes from Swiss Bionic Solutions, and within the PEMF community, this brand definitely carries some prestige. There are practitioners and longtime PEMF users who swear by these systems, so this isn't some random unknown mat. But once again, in this review series, I'm trying to stay focused on measurable specs, overall value, and what you're actually getting for the money. And when we start looking at the numbers here, I have some concerns. First up is intensity. The iMRS 2000 comes in at 0.70 Gauss, so once again we're under that 2 Gauss minimum that I personally like to see in a PEMF mat. That gives it 1 star for intensity. Now to be fair, iMRS follows more of the low-intensity PEMF philosophy, similar to a few other premium European systems. The idea is that lower intensity may work more gently with the body rather than blasting it with extremely high output. And look, some people absolutely prefer that style of PEMF. But from my perspective, when you're spending over $3,000, I expect stronger specs than this, especially because there are mats on the market right now offering dramatically higher intensity for significantly less money. So while the brand name is respected, the raw intensity numbers just don't impress me here. Now for coils. The iMRS 2000 uses 6 coils. That's actually not terrible. It's not amazing either, but it's respectable. So I'm giving this mat 3 stars for coil count. A higher coil count can potentially help with field distribution across the body, although coil design matters too, not just the number alone. Still, compared to some mats that are using 12, 20, or even more coils, 6 feels pretty average for this price category. For therapies, this is another PEMF-only system. No infrared heat, no red light, no negative ions, no gemstone layer, just PEMF. So for me, that lands right in the middle at 3 stars. There's nothing wrong with a PEMF-only approach if that's specifically what you want. But in today's market, a lot of consumers are looking for multi-therapy systems that combine several wellness technologies into one mat. So compared to the competition, this setup feels a little limited. Warranty is 3 years. That's actually decent. Not outstanding, but decent. So I'm giving it 3 stars there. At least it's better than some of the shorter warranties we've seen so far in this series. Still, at this price point, I'd personally prefer to see 5 years or longer. Now, unfortunately, we hit another major issue. The Metathera reportedly has no return policy, so once again, that's 0 stars from me. And honestly, this is becoming a recurring issue with some of these premium PEMF brands. If you're asking customers to spend thousands of dollars, there really should be some type of risk-free trial period. Without one, buyers are committing a lot of money upfront with no safety net if the product doesn't meet expectations. That's something I personally weigh very heavily in these reviews. So overall value, for me, this is another 1-star value rating, mainly because the intensity is still very low, the coil information isn't transparent, there are no extra therapies, and there's no return policy. Now the German engineering aspect is definitely a positive, and the broader frequency range is interesting, but specs alone don't justify the price for me here, especially considering how competitive the PEMF market has become. So overall, the Metathera mat has a couple of interesting points, particularly the wider frequency range and the German engineered branding. But when I look at the complete package, especially the low intensity, lack of published coil data, and no return policy, I just don't think the value lines up with the price. For me personally, there are simply stronger overall options available in the PEMF market today. That's my full breakdown of this mat. If this helped you cut through the noise and get closer to a decision, hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it tells me this kind of in-depth review is worth making more of. And if you want to stay on top of the latest PEMF mat reviews and comparisons, subscribe and hit the bell. I'm constantly testing new devices so you don't have to. Now if you're still in research mode and haven't settled on a mat yet, I've got you covered. I've linked a video above reviewing the top 30 PEMF mats on the market right now. That's a great place to start if you want the full picture. Or if you prefer to do your own side-by-side comparison, head over to perfectpemf.com. There's an interactive comparison table there where you can filter and compare all 30 mats in one place. Specs, features, price, all of it. Thanks for watching. I'm Larry Phelps, and I'll see you in the next one.